Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of My Fiber Fun. This is going to be a quick one, you guys. I just came on just to let you know that I purchased the new Happy Face rug. There was one left in my store, although I did not see it yesterday, but obviously it was there, or maybe someone brought it back or something like that. I'm not sure, but anyway, I went on and ordered it because I said if I don't do it, this is going to be it, because they will not be restocking from my understanding. My subscriber that works at Michael's said that they're getting ready to bring in the fall stuff. So she said, I'm surprised you were able to find one. She said because they're sold out really quick. And ours did too, because there were lots of them in there on Friday. So I guess people came in and bought them when they saw that they went on sale, or they may have bought them over the weekend. But anyway, there were two left and I got them. So at $9.99, whoopee, from $24.99. Okay. I said, well, since I have the Happy Face rugs to help with the hippie stuff, I have a hippie corner in my spare bedroom / office. And I was like, I can spare a few items that I have. The one thing I didn't bring out was my Gumby. I have a Gumby from the 60s. Nope, that's not coming out. But I did bring out Fred. Now, I have a plaque hanging in my bedroom of Fred and Barney that someone has sketched on a piece of wood, but the varnish is wearing off, so I'm not going to bring that out here either. That would have been nice, because it has a thing where you can hang it up. This does too. It has a little hook here, so I may hang this right over there by the wind chimes. I may hang this up. Okay, the other thing I said I would spare was this, my Flower Power buggy, and this isn't vintage. I saw this at Myers about 5 or 6 years ago, and I thought it was cute, and it was only a few bucks, so I grabbed it and I put it in my hippie room. So I'm gonna put this on the table. I also brought out this was at my desk, and so it's my little peace sign. You know, this is the other peace sign, so I said I could put this on the table. And last but not least, I brought out something that's totally illegal now. You can't even buy these. And I tried to buy a pair on eBay, and the guy, he got banned from eBay, and they canceled my order because I had ordered a whole bunch of them. And so he contacted me through email after they banned them, and he was like, if you still want to buy this, he said, I've got one left. He said, because they've been selling like hotcakes. It is vintage. It is something I owned as a child, and it is something that will knock your darn brains out. But they're no longer legal. You can't even sell them or anything, but this is in the pack, brand new. He said his mother used to own a store, and he said his mother died. It was a vintage store, and she had a whole bunch of them, so he was just getting rid of items. And so I paid like $5 for this, still in the package. Remember this, anybody who lived in the 60s and 70s, and I hope, wait a minute, I hope that YouTube don't ban me just for showing them. Remember Kabongers back in the early 70s? And so I have a pair of the purple. These are, I don't know what they're worth, but they're illegal. I know that, now they are. Okay, so I brought these out, but you know what? The plastic may melt in here, so I'm gonna take these back in the house. So let me stick them back in the bag. Well, you guys, another thing I wanted to tell you, and then I'm getting off here. I looked on the Michael's site. That's how I found out that that rug was still in the store. And so after finding out that, you know, they're going to be bringing in the fall items and that they're revamping the yarn, I looked on the Michael's, you know, when I went to the app and bought the rug and everything, I was like, let me look here and see what they're offering for coupons. I wanted to see my reward, which I did get, and all that stuff. Anyway, and I didn't spend the reward. I'm saving it for a special day. Anyway, I looked and I saw that there was a coupon for 30%. And I said, well, I used my 30% in the store. This is a different one. And so, as it turns out, it was 30% off of your total purchase. And I was like, okay, this might be a time for me to strike on that glow yarn. So I saw that my store has like maybe, I think it's 10 left. And so the regular price is cheaper than what it costs at Joann and on the I think the Lion Brand site, because I think, well, I know at Joann it was $7.49 a ball originally, And then of course y'all know that I got it on clearance 60% off. And so anyway, so it was like, I can't remember what it cost. It was like $3.74 when I got it at Joann's, somewhere around there. 60% off of $7.49, whatever that is. Okay, so then when I saw that that the 30% was off your total order regular price, you know, the glow yarn costs only $5.99, or you may as well say $6 at Michael's. And so I was like, let me see how much it would be with the 30% off. Well, it added up to, I think with 30% off, it added up to like $4.58 or $4.59, something like that. I was like, I better strike. I haven't struck yet because I had to find my Michael's card, because I have a lot of credit cards that I just don't use. They stay put up and I renew them when they need renewing, and that's that. Well, I have one for Michael's that I took out like 2 years ago and I have never used. No, I used the card one time, and it was for some yarn. I think it was back when my great nephew was about to be born, and that was like 2 years ago, and that's when I took out the card. I used it, paid it that next month, and that was the end of that. Well, anyway, I thought, oh, bing! So I'm going to order that later on tonight. I'm going to order those 10 balls because I don't think I'll get it any cheaper. And wait a minute, Colby Crochets posted her video on today of her haul of that DIY glow. She got 161 balls of it, and I think she paid a total of maybe $5 for 161 balls of it. Oh, it hurt. It hurt. I told her we can wheel and deal, because she had told me she wished she had gotten some bags. I was like, oh, I have 4,000 of those. You want to wheel and deal? And she didn't answer back, so I take it she doesn't want to wheel and deal. So that's okay. I'll just keep building up. Well, actually, I don't even need to build up anymore. I have those 12 balls of it that I have. And then I'm buying the 10 today. That is 22 balls. That's all I need, because I'm not using it for anything but for border. And a little goes a long way, I must admit, about that yarn, because I was able to border that shawl, and then I have enough to border, what did I say I was going to border? Oh, the safety shawl. I'm going to border the safety shawl, and it still might be a little bit left over from that ball, because I didn't even use half the ball to border the one shawl. I only do one, or did I do 2 rows? I did either 1 or 2, but it glows. That's all I need it for. And I said I would use it to border bags, just bags and shawls, and it will need to flow with the project. If I'm using fiber yarn, I will not be using that. It will just be for my regular basic yarns. And so that 22 balls will last me probably a lifetime. Just like I know her 161 balls, she'll probably sell some off or donate, whatever. Because she mentioned that she was going to be donating some of her hooks and knitting needles that she got. And like me, you know, I said I'm doing the same. I'm donating my crochet hooks to my friend Frances, who teaches the class. So, you know, so that's that. Anyway, so I decided, let me go on and add some more hippie stuff in here. Did I show it to you? I can't even remember now. I don't know. But this is being added to the hippie corner. This little peace sign, just in case I didn't show it to you. This little peace sign is being added to the hippie corner, and the Fred Flintstone Flint. I think I did, because I was telling you about the kabongers. And last but not least, this needs repairing. The zipper is half off on the other side. I bought this thing. I've had this since about 2008, I would say. I ordered it off eBay, and I spent, I think, $5 for this, and I bought it because it's vintage. And look, it's totally hippie. So some of the sayings are on this, and I'm gonna read some of them to you. And I'm gonna open it, although it's broken. I'll just have to get it zipped back. On the back here, there's one that says, "Love flower." So, I wanted y'all to see that. See that? And then you have flowers all around it. The ones on the side, oh, here's one. "Your flower is showing" on the side. The rest of them, I think, are blank. Yep, the rest of them on the side are blank. The back is blank. The front is blank. But, oh, Okay, powered by Smog. You have this one, powered by Smog. Then I like this pair with the happy face on it. You have to really appreciate hippie stuff. And then what's the other one? Oh, I have a little peace sign here that the person put on here. But what I like the most is the inside. First of all, the person, the glasses, okay. Okay, first of all, the person, and you can see where I've been taping the zipper, but right here is busted. I don't know how to even fix that. So I said, I'll keep this out here and I'll store stuff in it. Okay, I've got it just about unzipped. This is the busted part. Okay. Ooh, it just came up. Wait, I'm trying to keep it from coming apart. Okay, I got it. You can see where the zipper is busted. So I don't even know how to add a zipper to this or fix this. So I've been just taping it. I glued it once, but the glue didn't hold, so we'll get it fixed. But here's the inside. First of all, the person it belonged to, see it? Okay, you have her Sarah Koski, and then it has her address and stuff. And this is from the 60s. And the person who owned it, the person who sold this to me, was related to her. In fact, she's deceased. But, you know, that address is there and stuff, so I shouldn't have shown that. But, you know, oh well. But look at it. It says student power, so she must have been a college student. You have the feminist. It says support Planned Parenthood. You have the thing right here. Don't fall out of your tree. So I guess that was a hippie saying. And this is my favorite one right here, the green one. Batfink. Whatever that means. Have you all heard of Batfink? But I thought that was so cute. And then, other than the zipper deteriorating, it's in good condition and it's vinyl. So I'm gonna leave this out here in the greenhouse for the summer. I'll take it in for the winter. And I'll just put seeds and different things in here. In fact, I need to clear the table. So the stuff I'm clearing the table with, I'll just put in this. So let me carefully close it and I'll get it closed. But this is for the hippie corner. So I'm gonna put it in the actual corner. See it right there where that worm box is? So I'm gonna put that on the shelf, and then this will go right over there, and then the car and all the other stuff, with the exception of what's hanging here, will be in the corner. Okay, so that's it, you guys. That's all I had to say. So I'm gonna get off of here. We kept it at 12 minutes today because I really wasn't planning on coming on today, but because I went to get that second happy face rug, I wanted you to know about it. So I'm getting ready to shoot a video for my gardening channel. I have my trap here. Mr. Booger, the groundhog, who has been tearing up my yard. Today is D-Day for him. So I'll be setting this trap, putting an apple in it to set it, and covering it up with hay and putting it right there at his little entrance. And then I'm gonna shoot a film for them, showing them the trap once it's set. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna get off of here. So you all have a wonderful evening, and may God bless you all. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh, where's my glasses? Gotta get cool again. Mufasa. Bye-bye.